So again, we're looking at the general education section, and here's the main header for that. This area of the degree audit has multiple sections, and I'll try to explain those as best I can. First, the What is the Good Life course is listed. That's a university-specific requirement. All students have to take IUF 1000. It's a 3-credit course, and it also counts as the humanities. And you'll see with this specific requirement that you have to earn a grade of C, a minimum grade of C, and that you cannot take the course SU, and I'll explain the SU grade option later. You can see this IP, the student is currently taking this course. It's in progress, that's what IP means. And then also you can tell that by the fact that she doesn't have a letter grade there, it's RG for registered. So this next section is the state general education requirement. The student has a big red X, so obviously it's not completed yet. What I would advise is don't pay attention so much to the credits, the number of credits here. You definitely need 3-credit courses for all of these, but I'll explain in the next section. So you need a composition course, a humanities course, a social and behavioral science, a math, and a physical and biological science. And so it's not just any composition course or any humanities. As you will see, it can only be one of these 6 courses for the humanities course. And humanities is indicated with a GEH, this is GEC for composition, GES for social science, and so forth. And so there's limited courses that you can choose from. These are statewide requirements that all university students in the state of Florida have to take. So everyone, all of you are taking these common state gen ed courses. So the next section summarizes all of your gen ed requirements. So you have statewide requirements that I just mentioned, and then you have university gen ed requirements. And so this is those two combined. So you don't need, for example, let's say, so for the social and behavioral science, she's registered for 4 and then needs 8 more hours for a total of 12 hours of social sciences. So that's all the social sciences you need. You don't need 12 hours plus 3 more hours. It's not 15, it's only 12 credits of social science that you need. And I just wanted to explain that. So you can see this student earned AP credit for a couple of composition courses, a humanities course, and so she's meeting these requirements with that credit she brought in with her. Just to note here, under social and behavioral sciences, our degree audit, the business degree audit, is programmed to only accept these 4 courses toward the social and behavioral science requirement. So if you took a psychology course and got AP credit for it, that's why it's not pulling in. But you still get credit for the psychology course. It's just listed at the bottom of your degree audit under other courses as a free elective course. So you're still getting credit for that. So you don't really need to worry about social and behavioral sciences and math credit as a business major, because you automatically meet those requirements with our required curriculum through tracking and through your upper division course requirements. So you don't need to take any additional math or social sciences. And then also here's the next section, which is the international and diversity focus requirements. And you have to take 3 credits of each. And that can be any course. There's no specific list to choose from. Some of these courses here may be diversity or international. So you could use the international. I believe music lit is international, so you can apply that in. You could take music lit toward the international focus requirement. And so courses can do double duty that way, meeting multiple requirements. And if it was ordinal writing, so you could get your state, if you took music lit, it offers different numbers of words, so you could get 4,000 words, let's say, an international credit and the statewide gen ed requirement for humanities. So you can kill 3 birds with 1 stone there. And then here's the university writing requirement section. And all students have to write a total of 24,000 words. This student brought in 18,000 words. with them. So most of that is done. And the student only needs to take 6,000 more words, which can be met with the GEB 3218, which is the writing and business course. And so that would kill two birds with one stone. She's meeting a business requirement and Gordon Rule writing at the same time. So that's kind of an efficient way to do that. And so that summarizes the general education section. And now we're going to move into the summary of business core and major requirements section. So this is very specific to your major. And one thing that's very important to note is that all courses must be taken at UF or through an approved study abroad program. So you cannot go to FIU or USF and take any of these core courses, any of the major courses, or the upper division electives. All have to be taken here. So the core courses, all business majors have to take the same 7 core courses. You must maintain a 2.0 average in your core courses. You must also maintain a 2.0 UF GPA. GPA-wise, you also have to have a 2.0 for your major courses. So those are important aspects of that core coursework requirements. Also, you cannot take any of your business courses or gen ed courses satisfactory versus unsatisfactory. And that means that there's an option for some, like a free elective course. You could, like a foreign language, if you just want to take an extra foreign language course, you can fill out a form at the registrar's office and have that course graded so that if you earn a C or better, you get an S for satisfactory, and if you earn less than a C, you would get unsatisfactory. Neither grade would factor into your UF GPA, and so that's the advantage of doing that, but you cannot do that with your business courses or your general education courses, only free electives. And so there's 7 core courses. And the student, she's just a freshman, so she hasn't started taking these, so that's why you don't see any activity there. You should, these are all in red, big red X, so this section is not met. And then same for the marketing courses. And then moving on, the next requirement is the professional communication requirement. And so you have to take either GEB 3213 or GEB 3218. And GEB 3213 is a professional writing and business course. And I think I made a mistake. I think I said this was 3218 that you can get Gordon Rule writing for. I was wrong. It's GEB 3213, sorry. So that's, you get 6,000 words for this course, not for GEB 3218, which is the professional speaking and business course. But you take one of those to complete the business school's professional communication requirement, and note that you must earn a C or better in the course to get credit for it. And next, this section is required upper division electives. Again, you'll see they must be taken at UF, and there you must take 11 credits from a certain set of courses, and those courses are any UF 3,000 or 4,000 level course. So it could be a 3,000 or 4,000 level journalism course, maybe that you're doing for the mass communication minor, or 3,000 level math, science, whatever, or any foreign language course. So it could be a 1,000 level foreign language course that would work toward this requirement. So I'm going to stop here for a second, and then we're going to look at a BA General Studies degree, because if you're in that major, your degree audit is different, and I'm sure you've noticed that. So we'll just take a quick look. So instead of having a major section, you have an area of specialization. You still have the same core as the marketing major and finance major and so forth, but your major section is different. And you have an area of specialization section or requirement on your degree audit. And when you go to see your advisor in Heavener Hall, 333 Heavener Hall, that's our old location there, you declare your area of specialization, and there's tons to choose from. Often those tie in nicely with minors. But just like the major courses, you must take area specialization courses at UF or through an approved study abroad program. You cannot take them at another Florida university, let's say, or if you're out of state and you went home and took a course there at a local school, that would not count. And like the major, the marketing major degree audit, you must earn a 2.0 in your area of specialization. And then another difference, you got the same professional communication requirement, but instead of required upper division electives, you have required business electives. So since you're taking your major courses outside of our college, we're saying, oh, well, we want you to have some more business background, so you have to take business electives instead of, any 3,000 or 4,000 level non-business course. And so you can click here to get the list of approved electives for that. So that's very handy. And choose those strategically so you can help build skills and build your resume that way. And so there's no GPA requirement for either the business electives or the upper division electives that marketing, finance, info systems, and management majors have. So I'll go back to the other audit. And scrolling down a bit, you have an internship requirement, a 1-credit internship. And you can read this, I won't read it. But you must complete an internship before you graduate. And I recommend that you do more than one. Kind of start out with a baby internship, if you will, and then do a big city internship. Those are my nicknames for internships. Also, another requirement, you must enroll in 9 credit hours, at least one, that could be spread over multiple summers or during one summer. If you studied abroad in the summer, that would automatically meet that requirement. Another requirement is you must complete your last 30 hours at UF unless you're studying abroad and it's approved. So you can't go and take like a tracking course or any course at a community college during your last 30 hours. If you did, that would be called breaking residency, and you in theory would be required to take another 30 hours at UF. So whatever you do, don't do that. Another requirement that's been met is the foreign language, so the student is good with that. Most students have completed their language requirement through high school work. And then another biggie, you must have 120 hours to graduate. You will absolutely not graduate unless you've earned 120 credits. Here's a UF GPA section. Use the one at the top that I showed you originally. And the other courses section. So these are all the dual enrollment courses the student took at another school. And you can see they earned an A in these courses. The J means it's a transfer credit. But these are free elective credits. So what you see listed under other courses are free electives or electives that you are getting credit for. This bottom section tells you what your current registration is. And at the very bottom, it tells you whether you have drops available. You get 2 free drops during your lower division and 2 free drops during your upper division courses. One fact that I'll share with you too about your free electives and that 120 credit requirement is that if you tally up all your gen ed, your tracking, your core, your major, and your upper division elective or business elective requirements, if you tally all those credits up and they don't total 120, that the difference is the number of free elective credits you need. So that's pretty simple that way. And you can ask your advisor for help in figuring that out if you need it. So that concludes our degree audit video. If you would now go and complete the quiz, and you'll be all set with this assignment. So thanks for tuning in.